wakora love wagamba oluzungu
nagamba oluzungu kuna when twita opportunities kuna isimbire nkabwa MP hatukurinchira mu parliament nkaba ntaho mu cyaro. First of all, chairman witu, God rest his soul, Gumisereza Affiliate, I think this year or Affiliate this year, I think early this year. Kuna bempuko mu cyaro akaba yanyure mutwarwa twe konka n'umurebo mushicugo mushicuwitu
mharabiri
gamba urujunga radio imwe abanyu nibarugamba wamtabara imwe abanyu nibakora radio abakeikuru abatakumanya na good morning nachi nkamba bugano mu cyaro bona umushiwito kora radio mushiwito rukora radio really
it was priceless.
Thanks to Sherry.
So Azara.
Sherry and Korowama Nazara, I worked that the same. I didn't take long there. No shano marketing ndaguhereza. Sente. Hata natanka kuchenga. Natanka kuchenga ngo I'm supposed to earn money. Sente kandi hakata ruho kore kangu nubaza kuonjeza kandi yo wazishabire tubarazi kujemere. Maybe kuna shabire chinana bakandi bazima. But I didn't. But also, chikanye just like today, nani mangu nyamwijari yo naisha, naza kukora in a company where I'm working, ndukumanya ngo mulimo gwakuza kukora no gwa 5 million, I'll put her aside mugambi. So you see go mulimo guruho 5 million. Yeah, so that, yes. Because I think if someone had told me then,
Ninjana way she was taken over by the roller coaster of how everything was.
Of course, when ninjecho akata kuchiteka nkutinga because I showed that I know what I want. I know what I want.
She got a shock of her own life.
Yes.
So
nakora narugaho nabendujireho the first 2 weeks. I think I got 2 calls. One was from Radio Kerio Kazo. Then another one Ekeri Sembaburi. Yeah.
Mbabule.
Yes, Mbabule FM. So na negotiating and then Mbabule ya mpezi events chizeza abaria ahihi ne Sembabule na manager wayo. I think immediately I worked there for about 6 months. Naho hakahi nebizo byaho manye bya business ebizo byayo nabyo naho narugayo. So when I came to Kampala najantu bahati ndonde outside radio sentence casta could become radio then. So
what your father told you the other time begins to take shape. And you realize
so nareba maybe I should jump into something else. So kuna eventually yoni nyenda kujumpinga into something else. Red Pepper starts a radio, Joyce FM.
Yes.
So someone tells me, Hariyemirmo, you apply. So I applied. Oh my God. Because I knew some of the directors, I thought, so it should be easy for me to get through. But that was actually one of the moments that I realized that your talent in a kwemerera.
Before anything else.
Yeah.
But even added advantage.
Ngoria na kumanya. So what? So I came in and I realized it's a business. Sorry atakuza kwa mulimo when you're terrible just because na kumanya it's his business. Nisha na applying. Me I thought I would sail through nibamanya. But nashanga they had put a consultant nwe abida in hiring. So now at Love FM kansho mama kuru, then I had the Sunday morning show. Yes. So nkandi aho presenter, news anchor. So nkantine like one thing
identity.
So nija na sayo bajira mujende mutware scripts, you go to a studio kwa heru oye recording nje orete CD. I think I went to Bangkok kwechari wajara hine one of the guys who twashanjire yetu na twizere kushabe mu makajati nyina hinkumanya antushashoba nishirinji kashanju studio time twazayo twashashura twa recording twaleta CDs twastaho they scrutinized by about it now for interviews now. It was serious. So now it was time bashu maba embenda. I made the cut. It was time to start working. And the consultant they had was Joe Elisabie. So he's renowned, he's really good. So Yanyeta, he put me aside and said, you're good at both, but I need you to find something that is yours, so that when someone mentions your name,
they identify you and define you by
but
that.
Takaza kujera, she's a presenter, she's a news, she's a what? Let them say she's a news anchor or she's a presenter. Where do you see your strengths? Ajat, me as a person, I see your strength in news. So if you can listen to me, I would like you to start doing news only, presenting Okorechi. Naja, you know what? It's okay. This is someone who has been in the business for long. I love news anyway, and I read news well. So let me start doing news. So yeah. So nabawa makuru, but haka hariho segment ya gossip in the morning. First of all, I hate gossip. Like, I have never understood how people gossip about about people. So for me,
in the game,
I just love news.
I think it was intentionally put to sell the paper.
So you come in ugambe gossip. I worked there for 1.5 months. Now, back in 2011 something, 2012 Galaxy
Yeah, Dr. Nahabu.
Yes, Galaxy FM. So when it was starting, I had heard that there was a radio that was starting, Kansang. Biryomumaisho application yanje najikwata najireta karenchiri nambara najihayo. But they told me nobutwaza kutandika nachi at first tukuza kora makuru and you want news. So someday kutulutandika okora makuru. Yeah. So hatinatanka, this is now 2013, early 2012, 2013, late 2012 I think. No, it was 2013. So 2013 around July twatanka Juice FM. Yep. So ni shoma makuru, yes, konka hariho gossip. Now there is a job where I can go and just do news. So he was like, what do you think? Biryomumaisho, I'm available. Come through. I remember I went, I think it was a Thursday. Nazayo na I was having issues okwa addressed in as Gambe who it was totally management and you know.
We carry on.
So I went na as Nisha Kansanga na meeting Dr. Innocent na habwe nkani ndara namanze actually nkapanzi narugayo. So nazayo we talked na shangaho na manager nazo because I had been on radio, so tindajiro mbyo kurabo mbya interviews naturally they knew what I could do. They gave me the job there and then, and I could get in a center. I remember they gave me money, advance to rent, to find a house. That day I came na funo nafune sente
watungenju
natungenju nashashura.
And
I went back. It was a Thursday. I went back on Friday na sibani parking anachi. Saturday na afuruka.
Sunday was Monday was
Monday I was on air at Galaxy.
Nice.
It was next to the station Nyambiri. So I was so lucky that nkani ntambura and go.
Wa shabane sente bitari bimtwara this time round.
This time round nkana kuzire nkani manya what it means. Yeah. So natanka kora Galaxy. Yeah, that became the next 5 years of my life. I think I started in October 2013. They had already started when I came in, like bakabatine like a newsroom. Yeah, so muntu yaba bari nko studio time ya makuru presento abari umuntu we yabira shoma and bakabaga atweturu bashatu nshoma story yo kubanzo shoma yakabirori yakashatu. Yeah. So I came in to Atanka newsroom, serious business, started getting interns, and I spent 5 interesting years at Galaxy.
You gave him a great fraction of your life.
Yes, and I learned a lot from the people that we were working with. When I was joining it was like something different for me. People used to ask me, but how will you manage working there? Abana abakorayo there.
Class apart.
Kampala. Remember the Joseph?
Icho nataka kwenda mwenyewe kukuvuza. Kumanya so chitugambira.
Hatikangambira kunanyira mara. Arakabaraho akakoba road ka bwekabe katandikire karungi kamani. Ateko kuba no chikiruka no twabire twanginga everyone wabe najya no wakabe. So I used to go there nywaka soda kanje every day. So one time, now still Dr. Innocent Nahabwe had a bar. Ekerio kubugorobi bakujeta Virgin Island.
Yes.
And then Facebook was the thing. So Dr. Nahabwe, being the marketer that he is, marketing that bar.
Yeah, correct.
That one day Karugambara just to come
and see that Virgin Island.
So when I got there, na shangaba na binji bibanda bichi bona nabanywa. I went to the counter and asked the barman, give me a beer that most people here don't drink, that you think for a first timer, Terantegans. Yeah, Jim.
Ebeha.
That's Kalaga.
It's Kenyan.
Yes, the Kenyan one. So it was, I think, newly on market.
Yes. I think it was shaped. Yeah, the other smaller one, the green, could have been here.
No, I can't pay. And it was really okay. I drank only one. I was okay. So when I went back to Mbara, I went to our bar
and said,
"Nyenda chata sketch how."
Bakaba
tachine shikashitaka chirembara manyanka kora history I introduced taskaragu. That's why nimporanisho akuta muntu no introducing amara.
It is okay.
So kuna ajire na abuza bandeterachi akakachi. Najam to know the other one is laga. Ngweje tukujimanya. Are you sure it is there? So their marketing manager, I think marketing at Capital FM. So he used to come to Kampala a lot. Yeah, so I'm going to Kampala, I'm going to ask if there is a new brand of Tusker on market. So he came to Kampala, yabuza, indeed yajishangayo. That's how I started drinking.
And the rest is history. Okay.
And Tusker Lager is still my
We shall exonerate you.
Please.
Thanks to the barman.
Exactly. I wonder who he was.
So was that Galaxy?
So I went to Galaxy. Yeah,
that's
Galaxy.
Where you had your baby from.
Yes. Okay. I had my baby in 2015. Yes. So I had my daughter in 2015. I was at Galaxy because I came to Galaxy in 2013. It was
BMJ na sister
yes,
Kini inarebere boyfriend. Omwana yargahi kayataragaza kayansuga.
Had a chapter if we could jump it. It's the only chapter that I want to jump.
But anyway, you had
But yes, I had my daughter in 2015. And we are still together, me and her.
You're very big. I do not know.
Yes.
A girl as oh gosh, that girl.
Yeah.
At least I have some with her.
And yeah, one thing I know is I'm so lucky that she's I don't know. I don't even know how to describe her. She's so intelligent. She's wise. She challenges me and keeps me on my toes.
So you had her while you worked?
Yes, well as working, I got leave I think they were supposed to be 2 months, but kuna ajiri leave na mara 2 weeks in Takaziri. Because so after 2 weeks is when I would come back in the hospital. In those 2 weeks you come back, so they had to induce and what. And so obwire bukabwa agenzire, so ahinajerire kuzaraga. I think I left her home when she was like 1 month old. I felt so bad. But nkanintura Munyonyo. So Munyonyo is really close to Galaxy. Yes, because ato yushke akaruma kinafunde kansanga was one room. kabavubuka hati manye ndio niza kuzala ndio niza kuzala. I have to get a bigger house. I have to look responsible. Yes, so I had to shift na Munyonyo. So it's really not far. Shinjuru 10 to commute to Galaxy. So nkantayo, I work in the morning. At around 10 I come back home and breastfeed. Then I go back at around 3 I come back and breastfeed. Then I go back. So nkuminkazinga over because that you go in the morning 1,000, come back 1,000, that's 2K. Then go back, then come back, that's another. Then go back and come back home. Yeah. So yeah, but I feel like it was worth it.
You got a helpful
yes. When I think my daughter was 1 month old is when I got her kick. And up to now, she's still with us. So, yeah, she has really taken care of us.
5 years?
Yes, 5 years at Galaxy. So after 5 years, I realized, I don't know, ninja nyonyesha kuba president wa Uganda Rugaruka, because I realized nakura, I had trained so many interns that natandika kwebuuza hata babana bin training nzire nibaza kukora. If I keep in this job, I'm training them to do this job, but I'm still remaining in this job.
Doesn't matter.
Bon baza kukora kai. Na radio zezinda hibaraze, still there is an editor who will train you, who agumeho. Ashiba barakora dyar barakora. So I realized I think I've given enough to this, and it's time for, you know, other people to take on. So yes, I left, I resigned very, very well, and actually because I left in 2018. Yeah, I left in 2018 akaya kuzire. So narugayo, I had a friend. You see, social media is really nice. On LinkedIn, people don't use a lot of LinkedIn, but even then nyonkana tanche 2014 nkandia LinkedIn ndukugamba n'abantu nyo chatting. There is a lady, she's called Omonia, she's from Sudan. So Omonia was coming to Kampala around 2015, and she posted on LinkedIn of, I'm coming to Kampala, who's available for coffee? So I was like, of course, let's meet, let's have coffee. So we met, we had coffee, tuagamba about our lives. Then she told me she was starting a magazine. She's like, can you help? Can you, you know, help us in any way since you're already in the newsroom? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll help you in whichever way I can. Maybe give you a few articles, maybe help here and out, maybe editing, because she was coming from the Sudan of Khartoum, where they don't do English. So they needed really, like, you know, help.
So that's how you went there. Okay.
So Hati, now when I was leaving Galaxy, I told her I was leaving, like, can I now come and work with you? She was like, of course, it's okay. So I joined them, but I wasn't full-time. I was like contributing just so. But when I left, I wanted really some time to
stay home.
Yeah, and get to know life outside work. Yeah. So I stayed home for some time. I was helping. I have a friend. She and the husband have one of these agencies. So I used to help them getting them media when they had like things to launch and what. Yeah. So So during that time, now fast forward about 2019. But before the lockdown, early 2019, Uganda Airlines.
I was coming to that. I remember even telling Ritan to know manyang sara na koromunyo.
So 2019 comes, a barash. Tubatuliaho bunga aho omushaija akora mu agency. So abariyo natebeza batahibe the agency ne managing Uganda Airlines bichi. Ntachi tumukwenda kwa bakozi. At agency, no, you can apply. We need someone to do a digital what? Hey, okay. Hashina applying go han bahi. The man who was the CEO, he was actually a pastor. Nyonhanta kubimanya. Yampe namba mharabiriyo missions WhatsApp. My name is so and so. I can do this. Sent my WhatsApp. nyamushija nakajja who is this unserious person urukunsindikira nka WhatsApp norondo murumo
formally.
Yes, for such a job, no. But nkajja, let me first try. If he says bring your papers,
I go
then
ahead.
I'll go. So this man wano wasorotio baninkahita kumanya tuneka kwate na ndiaho. Back then actually Balam had bought Juice FM,
yes,
and turned it into Radio 4. So I was doing there news, nduk training some galo abenakshoma makuru, but in the meantime I was doing the news. So it was in Ntinda. Now this guy's office, that agency, and I came in Ntinda. Yeah, so it was really closer. So one evening, after 2 weeks, I'm coming from the radio. I had like a friend, the girl that I was training, Makura radio. We decided to go for a drink. It was a Friday evening. Twashitama kandi byabishi twashaba cocktail bitu twashaba chicken wings bitu tuburinzire omushija nteresu. Hello sir, yes.
What's up?
Where are you? I'm like, I'm here in town. Can you come to office? What time is it? 7 p.m. Office aja, no, don't worry, for us we work, this is an agency, so between the time you kuja. Can you come back? Can you come? Where are you? I come from Ntinda. I'm here at Forest Mall. Yeah, I can come back. But I just ordered my cocktail.
You're the winner.
Banamwe.
You're the winner.
You're not telling someone who is calling you for a job
that there is a cocktail pending.
But I just ordered my
cocktail, man.
The gentleman told me, it's okay.
Have your cocktail.
Have your cocktail. When you're done, please come.
What are we? Because I mean, that was the most honest you could ever do.
Sente bwanje. Kasente kechikazi nashashireka cocktail kanye mukatsinjaho.
I know.
Narya twa wings twanje nanyoka cocktail kanje kuna kahereze na temba boda na garuka Ntinda. They sent the lady who was the admin. She came and picked me up. Kubankanta kwa chenga je. She took me. I went to office. Interview.
What you call?
Nakora interview. And I was, when are you ready to start?
Tomorrow.
Can you come in tomorrow? But of course. Who could say no? Can you answer Koromunyo? Who says no? Tomorrow, Nisha, Saturday, Nashanga Habantu, so they introduced me to that team.
Hang in there. You were going to do or be part of a digital team?
Yes, I was going to do digital. There was already really a media team. Yes.
You really did well.
Thank you.
It really worked. As you wanting all sorts of people of every caliber on the team.
I did, and people at some point started thinking of I was like the CEO of the Uganda Airlines. People used to send me messages of get me on a plane, do this. At some point there is a lady, I remember very well, akachererwa for her flight in the morning and the gates were closed at the airport and she called me. The gates are closed, Banjirangu, you can help me. Airport. But I was so lucky that I knew some people because that one okora nkana manyira abantu abo mu airport. So I called someone. There is some Charo some conference please help her. They helped her agent. We've never met, but I was like her hero. Bam. I think she thought I was a big person. Yes, yeah. So for me, by the way, what I learned from Karabo was each time there is a chance to front a woman, I will.
Sisterhood wins.
Yes.
Always.
So if there is a chance that I can hire someone in a department where I am working, and there are two people, there is a gentleman and a woman, as long as that woman has showed the ability to do the work, gentleman, I'm sorry. I'm giving that job to a lady.
So she was?
Yes.
I hope they exonerate us. Yes.
So Nathan can't airline in Akora until I worked the whole year of 2019. But I'm an agency. I respect people who work in agencies. The pressure. Young journalists doing the pressure. Oh my God.
That target.
Oh my God. I don't think I would ever work in an agency ever again. It's a lot of pressure. Time yokutamu chi nkandu munyonyo, yes, as in munyonyo. So I used to commute to Ntinda every day. But I feel like that year, you know how people regret things in life? It's a year that I would, if I regretted it,
if you could
God would take me that day if I would regret that year, because it really exposed me to a new world now away from the newsroom.
What you literally had, do you remember when you said you were going to stay home to get a feel of what the world is? There you are.
I got it.
There you are.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. I made friends who are still friends now in media, outside media. It was really a new world for me that I enjoyed. Yes, I really enjoyed. So now 2019 Yahwa December. Now the other magazine,
the South Sudanese,
now wanted me to come in full time. So I weighed in. Yes, nkane nkuonde nyonyi. But leave alone being international. This was something close to home, back to journalism.
Right.
Somewhere that I felt this is where I belong.
Right.
Yes, I have tried agencies, I have tried comms, but this is where I belong. So I went in, I got my contract, because the magazine has since sprouted. It's now in Underwear magazine. It's online, but it's owned by two women. One is called Salma, she's in the UAE, and the other one is Omnia. Omnia is now the one that runs around running it. Yes, so they opened in Rwanda, they opened in Kenya, Tanzania, the Somali land, here in Uganda. So now it had become something big that I was really proud to be a part of, especially because it was pushing women.
Right.
So content is about women, the employees are women. So there was that sisterhood that would pull you. The owner, that Omnia, had become my sister. She was like a part of my life now. She had become like family for me. So I was really okay. So
Plus,
we started.
You were working from home.
Yes, I was working from home.
Even when COVID came, I want to assume for you were employed.
Yeah, it found me, we had just actually signed the contracts. Twaiza kuinterviewinga, hiring some few ladies, twatandika COVID cha. So yes, I started working from home, but of course in Kenya, COVID, you know, it hit everyone, and Underwear is not like into getting adverts and what, Sente Zona's kazi come grants and what, and organizations stopped giving grants. Right. There was no aid. Yeah. So by the end of that year, we had to like close and go freelance if you could contribute. Yeah. So Ahuaho in October, when I realized, because they warned us and said at close of the year to kuzagaruka Korachi to do the full time, the salaries and what. So around October, year 2020. Yeah, so nanye natanka processor who your SB to register the UG post.
Right.
Yeah, with my brother.
It prior?
No, I hadn't. So
okay.
I knew I needed to do something to stay working.
And relevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started. I called my brother Max. He lives in Bermuda. I sold him the idea. I had some small money, but I needed some help. So yeah, will you partner with me? And he said, yeah, it's okay. So yeah, na kana feeling empapuraza URSB, na registering. I went to UCC, na funa license. So by the end of that year, tukuzombi into their elections. Elections were in 2021.
Right.
Yes. So tukuzomwe.
You were alive.
It was alive, but remember take kora sente. So najirata na courage. There is a gentleman called Alex at Haire. For me, my life has been about meeting amazing people without me like struggling.
Effortlessly.
So, yeah, twa meeting AMDA. He was the chairman for the AMDA press. And Jashuno Korachi, like maybe a COVID video. How are you handling what? Jaman, I don't know. And but you know what? Tuneuka grant for editors forum here in Uganda. Tuneuka grant for writing stories as elections. So if you can pitch in, we can give you something small. Hey, so now pitching in Bampayoka $800 to do the story. Prior to that, I had done a course in illicit financial flows with Reuters, Acme. So I learned how to pitch now, to pitch for grants. I learned it from that course at Reuters. So I can now start pitching and getting money.
2020?
So I had done Win 2019.
Yeah,
yes.
You guys were in the other
so there was a grant called Siri that they gave to women who had lost their jobs. So I was one of the grantees. Yes.
Oh,
so I was lucky that by 2021 March around there I applied to Bampereza. So I went and did the stories, and now Andrea also had now applied for that grant, but as an organization they gave them. They were so kind that they also gave me some of that money to go and write more stories.
Nice.
Yeah, so 2021
we're recovering
through those grants. So Twisha Twazom 2022. Now my life became about grants. Yes, so 2021, 2022, actually mid-2021 at Ankaukushoma, there is an International Women Media Foundation in a course reporting on women and, gender justice reporting. I had always looked for a niche. I knew I wanted to report about women, but I had never gotten a chance to be trained in just that field. Yeah. So when that opportunity came, I applied. It was very tight. They wanted, I think, we were 15 in Uganda and 15 in South Africa. And I was so lucky that I was one of the 15 in Uganda. Na chitamaman, na shoma, nkani shoma. Nkani nekuwa best student, because this is something I was really interested in. I love anything women, children, the minorities, groups, everything. So na shoma, I remember around August, Andrea, Baka, there is a Goth Institute in Sudan. They wanted someone to go there and train journalists in gender reporting.
Nice. And
Andrea invited me. Wow. I went and trained. Because now this had become my thing.
Your thing.
Yeah, it's now my thing.
You belong.
Yeah. So Twisha, Twashoma, Twaheza, graduating, Twasente, Twahandika stories. Thankfully, my story came in at #1. Banyo and grant to go and tell another story. Nice. I had two colleagues, Miriam and Stuart. They were in photography. They are photojournalists.
Miriam, on Vision.
Watsemba. She's called Watsemba. Yes.
I have met her.
Yes.
On the recent activity.
Yes, I win. Yeah.
Passionate girl.
So we did that story together with a gentleman. He's called Stuart. We told a story on teenage pregnancy. It was really hard. Yeah, during the lockdown. So our story came in at #1. So you can tell more stories. We went back. We told stories on the nodding syndrome girls.
Yes. So you went to Omoro?
Yes, I went to Kitgum.
Okay.
I went to Kitgum, Narondavana. These girls were raped and defiled and impregnated by in a nodding. It's really, yeah. So now reporting about women, children, and minorities now became my thing. Now he's a course and to our graduating, we got our certificates, and yes. Here we are today.
And the Egypt took shape.
Yes. Oh my God, it took shape. I have some few guys who are volunteering. They don't even ask me for money.
Bless them.
Yeah.
But you give them their credits?
Yeah.
On your platform?
Of course, yeah. Yes. These are people that I met. Like I said, when you're good to people, they will also be good to you. Like Abana been training so I have a story. Do you think you'd use this? I have this free of charge. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to Biryomumaisho in a nutshell. omuntu yakubuuza ngu ekikozire Sarah n'omugambira ki?
For me, ekinkozire the most is my faith. And yes, first is my faith, because I don't think there is anyone, anyway, maybe other people where you feel at home, like when you go to church, because church is it's a serene place. It's God. You complain, otongana, okorachi, osigaho, utaha, and there is really a difference that you feel. There are days when like I'm so down, and I'll just go for adoration, and by the time I go home, I'm like, the day has ended anyway. Maybe tomorrow will be better. So first of all, it's that, and then my family. We are 10, but we are one. Yes, so whenever there is anything, I can count on all of them. It's not just me. I'll count on, even if it's my little sister. I know that she can buy me something to eat. If she doesn't have and I have, I know I'll give her. Then my parents, my mom, faith. When my daughter is going to bed, because she's staying with us, Oshabe. Yes.
Your mom is staying with you now?
Yeah, she's staying with me. Okay. So it's her, it's my dad. My dad was no nonsense. So now up to now, even if I go to my sister's place, no taro. I always have to go home. He knows that you have to tell someone, and that has followed me all my life. For security purposes, there must be someone that knows where I'm going. Whether it's my daughter will insist, where are you going? And I will tell her, I'm going here in case anything happens,
Someone can tell.
Yes. So also my dad has been so resilient. Like at some point he went back to campus because he wanted to do counseling. He went back to campus here, Shoma counseling, and now he's a counselor. Yes. So it's like he pushes us like to see that you don't stop. It doesn't matter how old you are. If an opportunity sets itself up, you go for it. Yes. And me, I say hope and willingness. You see, like I said, my faith, I believe that God helps us, but he helps us if we want, if we let him. God will come and say, Sarah, I want to move you from this seat, Ozehari. But if you're not willing, now I'm willing to move you, you will not move. So if there is willingness, there is one thing that abana berijende chibine kwega. It's not about how many degrees you have in this life. It's how you make life move for you and for the people around you. Yeah. To in a courses ninja, I keep telling girls everywhere I go, there are so many courses after senior for P7. One of us akwege charani chiruho. There are so many organizations, by the way, gender. Ezikuhereza abana chances zo kwegera bakushomese charani. I have my two friends abakubazira, but the money they have kundi za kuzikora tinkumanya. Kandi bona babyegere baharani nimbare nkageza ho nyo byayanga mathematics yo kubarangno. Chikanga. Yes, so if there is an opportunity for you to do a short course, please do it. Don't be there ngati ndiya campus ndiyo mthadia esente zokora final exams zabo atobire bwabona bo washomire bukafacha. When there was an opportunity for you after senior 4 to go do a certificate and build on that and do your diploma or something. I know some people who say nothing kubasa kushoma diploma, and I know them. I have interacted with them. What is a diploma? No. Whatever presents itself, please take the opportunity. Shoma yakora shomeho, as long as there is something that you can do to better yourself. And don't stop talking. Like, speak up. Me, what helped me is nyotintina. Me, I tell people, if you would give me the president's number right now, I'm there. Chari mwana mpobo ambassador. Nimbushaba kale na abumpa konkani mbana ashaba. So if you keep quiet and assume that people are going to see how good you are, bijeba kujenengurugayo. Yes, there are people who are lucky. that oriya nakwetaje ngwisha nkomurumo, but normally jira kuwagamba whether it's I know people, I've seen people who are offended that omuntu akanshabira omuruma wa WhatsApp. No, it's just introducing myself,
right.
Then kora rebe na introducing you like bisho muntu okare taking courage to even send me a message atakumanya. What can she do if I was to give them a chance to interface? Yes. Are. So you push yourself out there. Why it will not find you where you are.
Okay. Webale mama.
Twashemerwa
mnonga
I'm proud of myself.
Kan wargambe nyenda kwamza.
Rona na reza.
Rona urwibanda.
Batakagaraka kumanyira nguti nkumanyuru nyankora yene bamanyira.
Great pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for sparing your time, Madam Managing Editor. Twashemerwa mnonga.
Thank you for having me. I think this is the first time I'm telling my story, so thank you.
I want to be sure that, wait, hanging, really? No, you, okay, I know you've told your story.
Where have you seen it? Oh, yes,
if I remember so
but we didn't go, you know.
Live on out there to share it with the whole world. What a blessing. We are the first people to tell your story.
I know, right? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Today, when twagamba byijo bwire bwagenda konkana bwanga bwayo nchirize byastara Biryomumaisho tubihenderera habizobera konka yatugambira yaksibira n'entanda yahabura byemowe na tindikwe na ngwe byemugacene iwokoro ryoko yohirama ohirama skoto ine bwekoroto ine mushinyaye ngo gatena kori teka ngo urugendo magaragwa gasara Biryomumaisho bija kwera niwe imuke nchakare ujye kwayishimiza iyo ni yitwa babwa Nyamwiza. Program yetu inaitwa Shitamana Nyamwiza, neshangwa Shitamana Nyamwiza YouTube. Gambera mnywani wawe ukherire ukurihanga hari uri kumanya hari hona nawe ntimushamiraje akatwegitaho kandi akasubscribing kugira ngo butoshe izabire rakatano twaito mjenyimisia atakamfera ntijagaruka esabitera kwija mukama kwara chikunde akuturindirije.
Amen.